Jefferson Parish District Attorney's Office plans to file racketeering charges against 3 suspects accused of a drug and robbery scheme that led to the death of a Kansas City sports reporter. Kenner police found a Don Manzano dead in his hotel room during Super Bowl week. Police arrested Danette Colbert, Ricky White, and Christian Anderson. Colbert and White are held without bond as they both face second-degree murder and other charges. Anderson faces theft and fraud charges. Chris Welty reports new charges could come soon.
The state says the racketeering bill of information against Christian Anderson, Danette Colbert, and Ricky White should come down in the next week or so. In the meantime, the commissioner denied reducing Christian Anderson's bond. Jefferson Parish Commissioner David Wolf kept Anderson's bond at a total of $600,000. During a preliminary exam and bond hearing, Wolf found probable cause to keep Anderson jailed until bond is met, but Louisiana State Police have a hold on him in Orleans Parish.
There's a lot of people watching and paying attention, and so I am disappointed but not surprised.
Police say Anderson worked with Colbert and White in a coordinated effort to drug and rob victims. On the stand, Kenner Police Detective Jeffrey Fitzmaurice testified that Anderson communicated in a group text, often talking about knockouts or KOs to drug victims before robbing them. Police say phone records show Anderson often communicated with Colbert, including the night before and day after Manzano's death.
Instead of looking at evidence, we're filling in the dots and the gaps with inferences and speculation, much like the officer testified to.
The detective says Anderson, Colbert, and White engaged in a pattern of criminal behavior for years, calling Anderson the facilitator, providing assistance with stolen bank cards, and providing rental cars to transport victims to hotel rooms. Bradley Phillips, Anderson's defense attorney, says this case is filled with circumstantial evidence.
When you're looking at prior misconduct, you can't really hold that against somebody in terms of, well, they did that then, they must have done this now, without going through the proper channels.
The state says racketeering charges are imminent. Racketeering typically involves a pattern of illegal activities such as extortion, fraud, or drug trafficking conducted as part of a larger criminal operation.
Once I was able to start taking a look at this, honestly, that became my bigger concern, that this was going to turn into something like this.
Legal analyst Joe Raspani says racketeering carries a serious sentence.
And it allows the DA to tell a story about how they plan to do this. It brings those other 2 guys in, hooks them up with the murder, links them to it, and allows them to hook them with a 50-year charge.
The commissioner says while there may be no intentional homicide, someone died because of this scheme and practice of illegal activity. In Gretna, Chris Welty, Fox 8 Local First.